Hey guys, New England Haunter here. My name is Jamie. I am super psyched for today's video. This is my first official build video for 2025. So it's right around that halfway to Halloween mark. And in honor of that, it's a free giveaway today. So my first prop build, I'm actually going to be giving away to a lucky winner. Make sure you stick through the video to find out how you can enter to win. So without further ado, DIY Halloween Graveyard Skull Cross. Let's do this. A piece of wood, one skull, great stuff, various spray paints, 3M adhesive spray, creepy cloth, and synthetic hair. We're going to start with the skull. The skull probably looks familiar to those of you who caught my skull prop video. I will link that in the description below. And just like I did in that video, I'm going to be removing the jaw. If you plan on doing it this way, please use proper tools and supervision if needed. And for your build, you don't have to take the jaw off. You may want to leave the jaw on, or repurpose the jaw. Remove it, hot glue it back in a certain position where it looks like its mouth is open. So many different ways you could do it. All right, so this is how it looks with the jaw off. What I love about these particular skulls is they have great teeth. So I am going to go through and clean those teeth up now. I'd like to mention that this idea was inspired loosely by Monster Misfits. They had a video called Making Skull Cross, I believe. I will link that in the description below, so be sure to check that out. And here's how it looks. The teeth look great now. I did remove a few of the teeth as well, just to give it that real spooky look. Turned out great. So the next thing I'm going to do is apply the creepy cloth. This is where the 3M spray comes in. And I do want to stress, guys, definitely use some type of gloves for this. If not, you'll be trying to clean this off your hands for weeks. I'm just going to cut that to a length that I think looks pretty good right now. I probably will revisit that later on. The goal here is just to get that creepy cloth to stick to the skull. So try to stay away from the hanging parts, at least for now. And be sure to use this in a well-ventilated area. As you can see, I am going through and pressing into the different contours of the skull, just so we don't lose that shape. And the idea here with the creepy cloth is just to add that tattered, decomposed, kind of decrepit look to it. So next we're going to move on to the hair. We'll be applying this with the 3M spray again. Now it's important to take your time on this next part. I use about 1-inch wide strips of hair at a time. So spray the area first, and then when I apply this, I spread it out and make sure it's pressed down really good before I move on to the next part. And just work your way around, guys. I'm not going to be applying this to the back, being that won't be seen. I do use my heat gun in between applications. If you don't have a heat gun, you could use a hair dryer. Just be very careful because this is synthetic hair and it can melt. Alright, this turned out great. So this is what we have to work with for a skull. It's not done yet. We're going to be hitting this with some paints and things like that a little later on, but we're going to set this aside to cure and we're going to move on to the cross. Initially I was going to use a saw and cut it down the middle lengthwise to get two pieces out of this, but then I noticed a crack down the middle, so I decided to split it so I could get that real old rickety look out of it. Yeah, this looks awesome. So I'm going to split one more time so the horizontal piece is thinner than a vertical piece. And obviously, guys, you can use any wood that you may have around your house. You could even use part of a tree limb. This is just how I want it to look. If you're looking for exact measurements, this happens to be 32 inches high, so that vertical piece is 32 inches. The horizontal piece is 23 inches, but you could really just eyeball this, however you want it to look. That skull is being held in place by a single screw through the back of the cross into the skull. We're going to be applying great stuff here in just a moment, and that's going to help hold that skull in place. Time for more creepy cloth. You can never have enough. It just looks great, tattered, hanging down. When that great stuff mixes in with that creepy cloth and it hardens, you get a really cool effect. All right, on to the great stuff. Again, definitely wear some type of gloves with this. And keep in mind, this is expanding foam, so a little does go a long way. Take your time, maybe just do a small section, wait 15 minutes or so, come back, apply a little more. I am holding a stick there. I'm using that in case I need to kind of move the foam around. It's so sticky even with gloves on. As you can see, I'm applying this behind the skull to attach to the cross, and I'm also spreading it around the cross into that creepy cloth to add that real gross factor. And it looks like I gave up on the stick. I'm also applying small amounts on top of the skull just to kind of give it that corpsed look. And here's how it looks so far. You can see it's behind the skull attaching to the cross. It's in that creepy cloth. I added some behind as well. Now on to my favorite part. We're going to start painting. I'm doing layers of different colors that I just happen to have here in my shop. I have some browns, black, some different shades of red for a cool bloody look. And we're doing real light coats here. Trying not to concentrate on one area for too long. I'm going for like an airbrush type of a look. So I'm keeping that can a good foot or so away for the most part. And I'm also adding a little bit of black paint to that white creepy cloth and hair as well. And this is how it looks, guys. That's it. I probably will go back and maybe do some light dry brushing just to make some of those details pop. If you guys have any questions on this build, email me at newenglandhaunter@gmail.com. Thanks for watching. So this is how it turned out. I don't know how well this is going to show up here, but I'm really pleased with this. I'm a little bummed out, honestly, that I have to give this away. So how do you win this? There's 4 things. You have to reside in the continental United States. I apologize, but I'm only going to be shipping in the continental US. You have to be a subscriber to the channel. So if you're not already a subscriber, be sure you subscribe. You have to like the video and comment below, I want it. I want it. So those 4 things, very important. The winner will be announced on Sunday, June 1st. All names will be thrown into a hat, and I'm just going to draw one. The lucky winner will have to email newenglandhaunter@gmail.com, their full address, and if completely free of charge, it will be shipped to you soon thereafter. So thanks for sticking around, guys. I appreciate you as always. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I have a lot of really cool content between now and Halloween. So stay safe. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.